And we are starting now. Guys, I will begin the video in about 30 seconds. Waiting on just a couple more people to get on, and we will get started. I appreciate everyone's time. So about 30 seconds. Oh wait, I just exited out of that. Okay, we got Lance Conrad on. Mags is hopping on. Cool. So to kick this thing off, I'm going to show you guys a real quick introductory video put on by actually our corporate team, Jeunesse Global, going into the Paris Diamond Discovery Trip 2016 teaser video. I want to show you guys a little bit about our culture. So let me hit share screen here real quick, and then I'll go into exactly who we are and why we are doing what we are doing. Share screen, present to everyone. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Alrighty. All right. It is check FP message. All right, Mags is getting on. Cool. I love that video. It gets me excited. It shows you and shows me, it gives me a reminder for what, Jeunesse is willing to invest into their people. And guys, that's something that's so awesome about the story that, you're going to be hearing tonight, the Jeunesse story, this product, this concept, what it's done for us, and more importantly, what it can do for you. My name is Ivers. I'm 25. I currently live in Scottsdale, Arizona, but I used to live in a small town. I used to live in one of those towns where it's like, if you don't get out, you feel like you're stuck there forever. And that's what I felt like. I felt shackled. I felt like, I was growing roots into little Fort Collins, Colorado. And, it was tough. I didn't want to stay there forever. Try once more. I didn't want to stay there forever, and I wanted out, but I just didn't know how to do it. So that's the thing. That's what I found is a lot of my friends were down to make money. They just didn't have a platform house. We all watched Zuckerberg put on a hoodie about 10 years ago, make Facebook, and we were all like, okay, cool. If he can do it, I can do it too. But how do we do it? And that's where I found myself about 3 years ago, guys. 3 years ago, I had a negative bank account, negative $50 in my bank account. I had $15,000 in student loan debt, and I had no job because I just gotten fired. I'm someone who has no quote unquote higher education. And when I first showed up and they were telling me network marketing, they were like, Isaac, if you can get 2 and turn it into 4, who gets 8, who gets 16 and 32, 64, 128, a year later, you'll have 4,096 people in your business who are all going to make $1 gazillion. And I was like, cool, sounds too good to be true, though I'm not in. I was one of those guys that thought I knew everything about everything. And honestly, I knew nothing about anything. I had zero money index. I did not have a money mindset. I had no clue how to make it, what to do with it, what to do about anything with money. If it was green and it had Benjamin Franklin's face on it, I didn't have any of it. I probably didn't even have George Washington's face on it. I probably didn't have Abe Lincoln's face on it. I knew nothing about money. And most people in our demographic do not know what it takes to earn dollars in our economy. And guys, this is not just about money as well. So anyways, long story short, 3 years later, after doing network marketing and entrepreneurship and humbling myself to a system and a mentor, I feel so incredibly fortunate right now that I literally feel like I'm doing people a disservice if they don't get informed. I genuinely do feel that. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm doing someone, especially if I care about them a lot, like I'm doing them a disservice if they don't get fully educated on what Jeunesse can provide, guys. So Jeunesse, it actually means youthful in French. It started on 09 at 9 p.m. And this company is currently going to do, I think we just eclipsed over $800 million in sales, and we're on pace to do $1.2 billion coming the end of the year, but only 6% of those company sales are domestic. And if you've ever wanted to be successful in life, I'm sure that you've been told you have to be in the right place at the right time with the right people, right? But then do something about it while you're there. And that's what a lot of people here are doing. And I'm actually going to get out of the way and bring on one of my guys, Kota Ivers, who's going to share a little bit about what's done for him and the products. But real quick, I want to give you my real quick testimonial. When I got involved in network marketing, when I partnered up with my mentor, Alex Morton, I was someone who was in the dirt. Okay, if there was a cemetery, I was underneath the grave. You know what I'm saying? I was underneath the graveyard. I was way below where I wanted to be financially, mentally, physically, everything. And I felt shackled. I felt stuck where I was. And my mentor, he's someone, Alex Morton, who I feel like he picked me up from the ashes, and I feel freedom right now that I've never felt. And it's so absolutely incredible that if I can do it, you can do it. And that's not just fluff stuff, that's just me being honest. Those of you who know me, you know I'm a very blunt and honest individual, sometimes too blunt, right? But I'm being honest about what it can do, not just for you, but people you know. Maybe you like impacting others. Well, Jeunesse can be a platform for that. So what I do on a daily basis with Jeunesse's products, before Kota goes into them, every morning I wake up, I have 2 of these AMs. Hi, Mags. Go ahead and mute your line. We'll bring you on in a second. Thank you for hopping on. I have 2 of these AMs. Okay, right after that, I take 2 of the Zen shapes, which controls hunger and fights sugar cravings. Right after that, I take 2 of the Affinity. I'm going to have Kota describe that a little bit as well. I take a Reserve. And then I take my BCAAs before and during my workout. After that, I take the Zen protein after my workout. Then I shower. After I shower, I use a youth restoring cleanser, followed by a lifting mask. Leave that on for 25 minutes. Pull that off. Put the serum on. Then during my day, I'll probably have 1 more Reserve, 2 of our healthy energy drinks, 2 Zen shapes before every meal. After that, at night, I'll take 2 PMs. I'll shower. I'll do the youth restoring cleanser, the lifting mask, the cellular rejuvenation serum, and the advanced night repair. And then I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up and I'll repeat that every day. And my body feels like it's firing on all cylinders right now, more than it ever has. And if you are not taking every single one of these products, you're missing out on what Jeunesse's products can really genuinely do for you. But the guy who actually knows a lot more about products than me, he knows more. I just take them all, to be honest. Is one of my top team members. His name is Kota Ivers, guys. He's someone who's won in this industry before. He's won in sales. He's won in business, but he's also a normal kid. Okay, he's got such a genuine heart of gold, and he proves that with his work ethic. So if I were you guys, I would give your undivided attention to someone that does know details, not just about this product, but about this concept. And someone who I see speaking on stage in front of tens of thousands of people, leading movements, not just in the States, but literally all around the world. He will be a kingmaker in this industry, and I cannot wait to unveil him. Guys, his name is Kota Ivers, so give him your undivided attention. Thank you.
Awesome. What is up, everybody? I appreciate you all taking some time out of your Wednesday nights. I think it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, Tuesday. I don't know what the day of the week it is. Anyways, I'm out here in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. I'm 21 years old. Like you said, my name is Kota Ivers. Now I want to give a mad credit to Isaac first off, because obviously he's the one that got me into this, and I'm pretty excited and pretty grateful that he did, because like he said, he feels like he was doing people a disservice. He is doing people a disservice by not informing them of what we have going on. And honestly, if he hadn't hit me up, I don't know where I'd be, but I know it wouldn't be here, and I know it wouldn't be as good of a place as I'm in right now. And so I'm going to explain a really quick short story, and then I'm going to go into the products, what they do, why they do it, and how that affects you and how that applies to you as a young, hustler, a young entrepreneur maybe out there right now, and what this Gen Young movement really is. So long story short, guys, my name's Kota. Okay, I actually moved out to Austin, Texas a week ago. I run a door-to-door sales team out there, actually, and so I manage a sales team doing that. And it's good money. I did door-to-door sales this entire summer. And, I made some great money, but the problem was I turned 21, and so as you guys can imagine, I spent a lot of money partying. I spent a lot of money doing things that I shouldn't have done, and instead of investing it and, growing my financial portfolio, I was a dumb kid like the rest of us that aren't too financially responsible, because quite frankly, they don't really teach about finances in schools. And so, I didn't know much better. I was done with my money. I spent it all. But, so what I did, guys, is after that, I realized that I needed to form something passive. I needed to get some residual income, something that was going to stack up and build that I could work on continuously over the years part-time to where eventually I'm not going to have to keep working day in and day out to eventually, you know, cross my fingers and hope that I can get some retirement by the time I'm 65, which honestly, people in our generation, we know we're not going to get anyways. We know Social Security is not going to be there by the time we're ready for retirement. So I decided that I needed a different plan, and I was kind of looking for different network marketing companies this last 3 years, guys. I was in a company 3 years ago. Like Isaac said, I had some decent success, you know, traveled a lot, learned a lot, had a lot of experience, but there's some things that I didn't vibe with the company. And so I ended up leaving, and this last few years I had been approached to do every single company you guys can imagine by every single person you can imagine, and I got a lot of offers and a lot of different pitches, and I didn't see it. I didn't see the vision. I didn't see something that was going to be the next movement, and what I was waiting for is something that I could firmly ride with and firmly believe that it was gonna be the next young movement in this industry. And that's exactly what this is, guys. And so when Isaac hit me up, I told him I was a hard sell. I told him good luck. He said he was, I think he said he was I was Moby Dick, and he was Captain Ahab, and he was going to harpoon me. It was the funniest thing I'd heard in my entire life. Hopped on FaceTime with him, heard him out, did diligent research, and at the end of the day, I realized something, guys. Timing is everything. And so with this opportunity, you know, they're going to explain more of the details, Lance and Margaret, more of the details on how this is affecting us in such a positive way. But long story short, saw the opportunity, saw that it was something where I knew that I would be honestly shooting myself in the foot business-wise if I didn't get started the time that I did. I didn't have the money to get started. I blew all my money this summer. I had $400 in my bank account at the time because I just blew all my money. And this was just a month ago when I got started with this business. And I ended up using the $400 that I had. $380 for my car insurance was due the next day. I took that money and I got started with Jeunesse. Because the way I see it is when you pay your wants first, you're going to find a way to pay for the needs. Car insurance is pretty important. I can't drive my car if I don't pay for my car insurance on my brand new car. I'm going to figure that out. So I like to pay my wants first, things that I want to do. Most people do the opposite. They pay their needs, and then they never get to their wants. They never make anything happen in life. I flip the switch because the way I see it is if you pay your wants, you're going to figure out it's urgent. It's something that's important. You're going to find a way to make it happen. So really quick, in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to go over the products. Obviously, this would take 1,000 hours to do if I went in-depth on every single product because that's just how good they are. But I'm going to give you guys a brief overview on each one just to give you guys an idea of what they are and what they can do for you as a young or old person. I'm not sure who's on this right now. But number one, I'm going to go over the energy drinks, okay? So we have an energy drink line, healthy energy drinks. I know it sounds kind of funky, but it's true. Okay, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors. We have a 0-calorie, a 60-calorie, and a 120-calorie energy drink. Great products, and here's the catch, and here's what's crazy is they actually taste good. So they're healthy and they taste good. Pretty phenomenal. Okay, next we have something called AM and PM. AM is important because it gives you the natural supplements and the natural, you know, sustenance that your body really needs to function in the morning, to wake up and feel good without being caffeinated and cracked out like crazy. Because quite frankly, that's all people are doing is they're drinking 8 cups of coffee a day, and you think I'm cracked out right now with all this energy. I'm not even cracked out on a bunch of caffeine. It's because I took some AM today. Okay, you take this, and it gives you everything that you need to wake up in the morning feeling rejuvenated and get going and get the focus that your brain needs to function throughout the day and just do the things you need to do every day, whether it's work, you know, whether it's doing phone calls, whether it's just feeling good, whatever it may be, it gives you what you need. PM is important because what you do is you take it before you go to bed. Most Americans right now struggle with sleeping. They struggle greatly with sleeping. I don't know if it's the caffeine. I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if it's the fact that we sit on our phones and stare at TV screens all day. Whatever it is, people struggle to sleep. And so you take this before you go to bed. It helps you get to sleep. It's not like NyQuil or Tylenol PM where it just knocks you out and then you wake up 14 days later. It's actually good stuff because it helps you get to sleep. You sleep better. You actually have better dreams. It gives your body the natural things your body needs to recover and restore overnight. And then you wake up feeling refreshed. Okay? After that, I'm going to go into the Luminesse line. Luminesse is pretty important. It's the skin line, okay? Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're not passionate about skincare. Not like, do I look like I'm passionate about skincare? No, but the fact is, I have skin. Everybody has skin. It's a market that makes sense. It's a $300 billion market. And so, like Warren Buffett said, do what you like and make that a hobby. Do what other people like and make that a business. It just makes sense. And so, yeah, there's a bunch of different products with the Luminesse line. I encourage you guys, by the way, to go and YouTube Jeunesse Science. It's Jeunesse Science on YouTube to find out all the different details of the products because there's so many individual mind-blowing specs on every single product that I can't go into all of them. But if you do have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I do a lot of research, guys. Before I get into anything, I do a lot of research on what it is. And yeah, I keep studying the products, I keep reading the ingredients, and I keep learning more, and I keep using them to find out more and more and more of what they can do for me. And so hit me up if you have any questions. You know, I encourage you guys to do your research. Okay, but the Luminous line, they've got the lifting mask, they've got the serum, they've got the moisturizer, they've got the cleanser, everything that you need to have a beautiful and voluptuous face so you can start looking like Derek Zoolander and all these other models out there. You know, you want to look like Isaac, he looks like G-Eazy, take the products, use them. It makes sense. People are blowing money on Proactive all day long, and they've actually proven that when you stop taking Proactive, your face actually breaks out even worse, and it's kind of like a pyramid scheme. You know, they get you and they never let you go, and you pay money for something that doesn't even work. And so, use Luminous, it's good stuff. Going on from there, they have the Zen line. The Zen body line is phenomenal. Now, for me, this is what I can get passionate about because I work out. I go to the gym, I exercise, I stay healthy, I like to be fit because, quite frankly, endorphins are awesome. And the more you work out, the more endorphins you get. Okay, so you get your Zen shape. Like you were saying, it fights sugar cravings and it fights hunger. Now, what this does is cool. Every product in Jeunesse, the reason I like this company so much and the reason I'm so pumped about it is most products out there are just jam-packed with a bunch of BS, and it doesn't actually do anything good for your body long-term. It gives you instant results, instant gratification, but long-term they typically do more damage for your body. This stuff helps your body function the way that it was already designed to do. There's a part of your brain that is actually supposed to naturally tell your body when to stop eating and when to stop craving things like sugar and other substances. Now, because of all the different things in the American diet, like MSG, preservatives, you know, sugar, all the different crap that we eat on a daily basis, that part of the brain gets clogged up. And what happens is your body doesn't naturally tell you when to stop eating. And so this just goes and unclogs that part of the brain naturally, and it tells you to stop eating so you don't overeat anymore. It's pretty revolutionary. Most fat burners are just jam-packed with a zillion milligrams of caffeine, and you sweat so dang much that you just sweat all the fat off. And so that's what that does. Next, you've got your amino acids, your BCAAs, like he was saying. It helps do a couple different things. Number one, hydration. It's key. Instead of pre-workout, a bunch of caffeine. Once again, where you work out and you're like, ah, and you just go to the gym and you're freaking lifting 400 pounds for 5 seconds and you crash or you harm your body. It actually helps you because it gives you the proper hydration you need. It helps break down lactic acid, which helps, you know, lactic acid is what builds up when you go to the gym and you work out, and it makes you sore and it helps you, or it prevents you from recovering faster. This stuff helps you recover faster. It also helps with the absorption of protein. They taste amazing, also no artificial flavors or colors. Next, you got your Zen Body Protein. Zen Pro, it's a combination of rice, whey protein, and it's rice, whey, and pea protein. Okay, when you have a variety of protein instead of just one, not only is it better for your body, but it's more absorbable. 21 grams of it. Shablam, shablam. Pretty freaking good stuff. It tastes amazing as well. And on top of that, it's got chia seeds and probiotics. You know all that kombucha drink that all the like white chicks that are going all organic hippie status are drinking all the time at Whole Foods that are like $17 a drink? This has probiotics. The reason people drink kombucha juices is because of the probiotics, the live probiotics that are in there. This has that in there. Drink it up. It's freaking great. Okay, after that, actually, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, no, you get your Reserve. Reserve is freaking mind-blowing, guys. It's the last thing I'm going to go into. Google resveratrol. You remember back about 5-10 years ago when doctors were saying you drink a glass of wine a day and it helps you slow down the aging process? It's because there's something in the skin of red grapes called resveratrol. This is the equivalent of about 20 glasses or so of wine, or is it 200? Something mind-blowing, like 20 glasses of wine worth of resveratrol in this, except you don't have to get drunk to get healthy and prevent the aging process. And so it's packed with antioxidants and a bunch of natural ingredients. You just take it, it's a gel, so it's actually more absorbable to the body, number one, than capsules, and number two, than liquid. Gel is the most absorbable substance that you can put in your body, and that's what it is. And it tastes good. You can put it on toast, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. It looks like astronaut food. Take it. It's awesome. Okay? So long story short, oh, and then the Instantly Ageless. Oh my gosh, almost forget. Last thing. Look up the Instantly Ageless. It's a 2-minute video on YouTube. Type in Instantly Ageless Jeunesse. And you will freaking crap your pants. You go and you put this stuff on your grandma, she's going to lose her mind. She's going to order 500,000 pounds of this stuff because what it does, it's an 8-hour substance. You put it under your bags or your wrinkles that you get when you age, and it instantly takes it away. Boom, boom, boom. America's immediate gratification, that's all we care about. You give this to people that are aging, that aren't looking too great, looking too hot. You just put it on them and it sells itself. Right in front of your eyes. In 60 to 120 seconds, wrinkles start disappearing because it tightens up and firms the skin. So the products are phenomenal, guys. I'd love to go into more depth with you guys. I'm freaking fired up, as you guys can tell. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to pass it back to Isaac, and he's going to introduce one of the biggest lady bosses in the entire industry, somebody who's an absolute legend. Then we're going to go on from there. We're going to finish this thing up and take some notes. If you guys aren't already, get fired up, and I'm going to bring back my man, the legend, Isaac Chacon. Let's go, baby.
Wow. I wish when I was first getting introduced to network marketing that I was getting introduced by someone like Kota. Actually, the person who introduced me, he was actually my running back for my arena football team. He enrolled me, and then he quit, and then his upline quit, and then his upline quit, and I was kind of just stuck there like, okay, this sucks. But no, Kota, you can obviously tell he's on a dead sprint. mission marathon to make this happen with him and anyone in his group who's coachable enough to follow the system and make it happen. So if you were confused about anything, guys, here's why you should give a damn about these products. Because Warren Buffett said the things that you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but things the world likes to do should be a business of yours. I'm going to repeat that. Things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but things the world likes to do should be a business of yours. He said that, not me. He's very wealthy, not me. Listen to him. Get on YouTube, search Jeunesse Global if you want to see more of the products, Jeunesse Global, or go to genyoung.com, genyoung.com. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let the queen bee speak herself, Maggie DePippo, Margaret DePippo, Mags as I like to call her. Guys, she's my favorite female in all of networking. She's someone who I know, and no one can convince me otherwise. I think she's the best kept secret in all of networking. And I got off the phone with her today. We had a 17-minute conversation, and I hang up, and I'm like, wow, that girl should be in front of tens of thousands of people on stages all around the world. So if I were you, I would give your undivided attention for the next 5 minutes as Mags is talking, and then we'll close it up with Lance. So Mags, go ahead.
Awesome. You can hear me okay?
Great. Go ahead.
Cool. Well, wow, guys. I don't even know how to follow up that with Kota. He's incredible. And to see their energy with him and Isaac, it's contagious, and I love being around it. I think to see, you know, especially they had that GoPro event this weekend that you guys all got to go to, which is incredible, and to see everybody coming out of these events and these networking events and how it changes them and the energy that they bring and the excitement towards life and the fire and everything has me so excited to be down in Orlando with everybody for Jeunesse's first convention in North America. So I'm sure these guys will talk about that in a little bit. And honestly, I'm only going to talk for a couple of minutes. I'm really excited to bring on Lance here with you guys, really the man of the hour, and who's taught me more in these 3 months than I feel like I've known in all of my 4 years involved in networking. But guys, like Isaac said, my name's Maggie or Margaret DePippo. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from outside of Philadelphia. And I was introduced to this industry about 4 years ago. I was 18 years old. And I don't know if anybody on this call right here can relate to this, but I was working at a gas station. I had an avid eBay business going, and I was doing just about anything and everything to make money while in college. And yet what I found on the day-to-day while I was moving through life was I was still living paycheck to paycheck. And what I saw when I was introduced to this industry of networking was simplicity. And the reason why I almost let it slip by me was because it was hard for me to wrap my head around how simple this concept was and how so many people were making such an extraordinary living out of such a simple concept when I was so used to this complicated life of working all these jobs and working these long hours and basically killing myself, going crazy. And when I saw this concept and everything that Kota and Isaac had just ran through, and guys, the products in Jeunesse are incredible, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but the best thing about all of this is the simplicity of the business. And what I really want to stress and talk about tonight is networking and the power behind networking, and why today, in today's age, this is a business, and this is a business model in an industry that you really need to harness. And I could sit here and share with you guys my results and what networking has been able to do for me, and Kota and Isaac could do the same thing. But what I'm here to talk about is to talk about how simple this is, and that everybody on this call here, it's so simple that you can fit this into your life no matter where you are, and it's a business that you can harness and you can make some money with. And not only are you working with the fastest and biggest or fastest growing in the biggest industry in the world, network marketing being a $180 billion industry. I mean, this industry is huge. Not only are you in the biggest industry in the world, but you're a part of the fastest growing company being Jeunesse. They spoke about the numbers and the records that we're breaking and how fast we're moving. So not only are you working, and what makes Jeunesse the best company in all of network marketing would be the product line and the leadership that the company has that these guys talked about. But not only are you with the best industry in the world, the fastest growing company, and debatably the best company ever, I would say so, but you're with the fastest growing team being Alex Morton and Isaac Chacon and Luke Kish and Lance Conrad and Rob Sperry and all these people. But you literally, circumstances couldn't be any more perfect for you to get involved in something like this today and be able to see the results that you really want to get out of life. Because like I said before, when I was 18 years old, guys, I was complicating life. I was making it way more complicated and stressing and worrying about these things that didn't even matter. Where here, you come into this industry of networking where we're taught to network products that people are already spending money on. And that's one of the biggest things that you've got to understand here is that what Jeunesse offers is something for everybody. And what I love about this company is how diverse the product line is, to the point where my brother and my boyfriend can be involved and they can thrive within Jeunesse and they can love it. Yet my mom and some of my best girlfriends from my sorority and from college, they can come into a company like this and thrive as well because it has such a diverse product line to where anybody could get involved. But the most important thing that I touched on there, guys, was networking. We are paid to network products. What do we as a generation do? I mean, 18 to 30-year-olds, I mean, even younger than that. It's like my little sister has more Instagram followers on my dog's account than I even do on my account, which blows my mind. But what has our generation been born and raised to do? It's network. Whether you are paid to network or not, you are networking. We have been born and raised to network. It was our generation that's built Facebook, Twitter, Skype, Instagram, Uvu, Vine, I mean Twitter, the Periscope. These apps are, I mean, it's insane how much networking has become a part of us. And if you can harness what you were able to do with your Instagram account 2 years ago, what you were able to do with your Twitter account 3 years ago, what you were able to do with your Facebook account 5 years ago, and your MySpace account 7 years ago, what you were able to do with all of those things, if you can take that same mentality and that same thing and transfer it over to a business model like this, guys, you get paid to network products that people are already spending money on. So if you're sitting here tonight and you're listening to the energy that Kota has and the excitement and the passion that Isaac has, and you're wondering, can I do this? What I'm here to tell you to do is that you can do this. These products are things that people are looking for. I know I have makeup on right now, and I've been trying not to wear makeup as often so I can show people the results that I've been able to get with this Luminous line. Guys, my face prior to this product, it's incredible what I've been able to see through using this product line. The product is incredible. It's so natural that you don't even have to try to network these products. But when you find something that clicks in your life, as simple as Jeunesse does, it becomes second nature to talk about it. And what I've come to see is that somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who's in Paris, who's here, who's there, and you build this network. It's insane to where you just transferred your Facebook account over into a business model in which now you're getting paid. We get paid here to network. The value behind that is incredible. And that's what that concept was able to take me and pull me out of my 9-to-5 job and pull me out of the typical, I was living this life. I don't even like to talk about it anymore. But the biggest thing that I realized is not only is network marketing an incredible industry to be involved in, but what I understood at 18 years old, 4 years ago, if not this, then what? Where else can we go? And if you've got a better idea on here, please share it with one of us. But I have yet, in all of my years of doing this, been able to hear out a better idea than this. Where can you go with such a low startup cost? I mean, you look at traditional business. You look at to start a Subway, to start a nail salon, to start a hair salon, to start whatever it is that you want to do. You look at the amount of money that, one, you need to put into it, two, to maintain it on a month-to-month. The amount of income that or that cash flow that you need to maintain that is unreal. To come into this where you can get started with as little as $200 up front to get your product, your big product package that you need to get started. What you do here is you buy product. That's how you get started, which is the best thing about it. To get started with such little income, little startup, and take it to literally as far as you want to take it, guys, it's incredible. The value that this can bring into your life is incredible. What I understood was that at 18 years old, if not this, then what? What other better option did I have to be linked with people who had been massively, massively successful? I mean, earned hundreds of millions of dollars through all kinds of businesses and everything, and then to come to network marketing, where else would I be linked up with people who were so successful, to be linked with the tools and the products and the things that I needed to become successful? I didn't have a better option than this. And the best thing, and the one thing that I want to stress here tonight to you guys, is honestly, this train is stopping for nobody. I can promise you right now, if Kota or Isaac invited you onto this, or whoever invited you onto this call tonight, you getting involved or not does not dictate the results and the success that they're going to see through this company. This is going to happen with or without anybody. And what's crazy is that we've created one of the biggest movements and the biggest shifts in network marketing ever. And it's incredible. And it's with or without me, with or without Lance, with or without any specific individual, this is happening and this is moving. So whether you get a part of it or you don't, you can either be a part of it or sit back and watch it happen. And that's really what lights a fire under my ass every single day, is that people are going to go out there. People are going to make a killing within this whole thing or not. And like they stressed, timing is everything, guys. You are, for once in your life, you are at the right place at the right time with the right people to where you can make really, really incredible changes in quantum leaps in your life to make some serious things happen. But with that, guys, I don't want to steal the spotlight for too long. I want to pass it off to a very, very good friend of mine, a very big mentor to me, an incredible human. I mean, for somebody to be successful through so many realms of life and really has so much to offer, not just through network marketing, but through a lot of other things, to be able that you guys get 5, 10, 15 minutes of his time here tonight is incredible. So if you didn't take any notes, definitely get out a piece of paper, really, really listen to what Lance Conrad has to say to you guys.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, Maggie, for having me on. Thanks, guys, for listening in tonight. I hope you took some notes. Hope you got a pen and paper. I want you to think about a couple of questions I'm going to ask you. You know, some of these things they've talked about, but the first one I always ask somebody is, could you do it? Could you do it? Well, in this business, we've got the fastest selling, #1 selling skincare product in the world right now. You can literally walk up to somebody and say, man, you got lines and wrinkles and I can fix that. It's like better than Botox. It's called Instantly Ageless. And man, you are old and wrinkly and I can solve that for you. That's an easy way to get in. No, literally, if you can get somebody to demo it and try it 8 to 9 times out of 10, they buy it. It's called Instantly Ageless. You can walk up to somebody. We got a whole nutrition weight loss line. I walk around all day saying, man, you're fat. And I'm not meaning P-H-A-T. I mean F-A-T. You're fat, and I got something for you. I feel like I can say that because I've lost 50 pounds. It's changed my life. I'm in the best shape of my life right now, and we've got products for that. So this is about creating a distribution channel. We've got some world-class products. The more people that consume these products, buy them, share them, sell them through people that you introduce this company and this product line to, the more money you make. There's nothing all that out of the box or extraordinary about that. It's as simple as getting 2 customers on our product lines, a few of our different products, and you can get your products for free every month, get a $50 check in the mail every month, and get 2 free bottles of Luminous. They're $85 bottles of our #1 skincare product. So if you think you can get 2 people that want to get in shape, that want to look good, that want to feel good, you can do this. 2 people, that's it, 2. And if you don't think you can get 2, you're lying to yourself or you're just not trying. Okay. Next thing is it worth it? Well, what happens, most people today have a full-time job and they have a part-time life. But what happens if you pick up a part-time business, a part-time job that you do in the margins? You do it on the way to work, you do it on the way home, you do it on weekends. What happens when your part-time job starts making you more money than your full-time job? Guess what? You get to fire your boss. And if you're me, I would tell you, hey, guess what? Still keep a part-time job, just now have a full-time life. See, we're talking about massive leverage, residual income, unlimited earning potential, no overhead, no employees, no accounts payable, no accounts receivable. Done right, this business changes lives. I got into this business at the age of 33, and guess what? I was up against it. The economy was going bad. I had millions of dollars in real estate debt. I had a business that was underwater at the time, and I didn't have a backup option. By 35, I was retired. By 35, I was retired. I'm a dad. I have 3 daughters, 15, 12, and 8. I've been married almost 18 years. What do you do when you're retired at 35? Whatever you want. Life can be a lot of fun, but what I found out is without purpose, it could also be not fulfilling. And so I came back to this industry for the ability to change other people's lives, particularly yours. What happens when your passive residual income exceeds your monthly expenses? You're done. What happens when your income tomorrow your monthly income tomorrow exceeds your annual income today. Think about that. When somebody painted that picture that my monthly income could exceed my annual income, and I was making almost 200,000 a year when I started this industry, I was like, wow, that's life changing. So yes, as simple as 2 customers, you get your products for free, you're making money, you're profitable, that's a win. For most people that start a business, they won't be profitable, an average business, for 1 to 5 years. This one, if you didn't do that in the first couple of weeks, you weren't really trying. The next thing is, if you'll keep at it, you can find financial freedom. And if you didn't hear, if you didn't pay attention, if you didn't take notes, we've got the fastest growing network marketing company in history. It's $1 billion company this year. It's ground floor here in the U.S. We've got the fastest growing team within that company with people that will work with you, that will train you, that will mentor you. The only thing that you have right now is to make a decision. You're at the right place at the right time. If you will take action, this can be a life-changing night for you. Get with the person who got you on this call. Get informed, get a position, get started. We'll have a convention here in 3 weeks in Orlando. Come to Orlando and hang out with us. Here's my deal with you. If you come to Orlando, if you sign up today, come to Orlando in 3 weeks, and you don't see it, feel it, believe it, I'll refund your money personally. I'll get you a refund. I'll get you out of the deal. I'll make you whole. This is a no-brainer, and the people that wait will get further down the list and will miss out on market share. It's about cities, states, countries, consumption of goods and services. We've got the hottest goods and services on the market today, and we really just need people that want to get excited and share them with other people. So guys, don't miss this opportunity, and look forward to meeting you all in Orlando. Thanks for being on this call tonight, and let's get this thing cranking.
Thank you so much, Lance. I appreciate your time so much, man. Guys, we've been traveling like crazy in the last 2 weeks. We were in St. George, Utah, here in Arizona, Vegas, Southern California, all over. We are sharing this with people. Why? Because we're paid from the advertising budget. They're not putting anything into YouTube ads or magazine ads or billboards or anything. The advertising budget goes into us, so we are sharing it with people. Now, people aren't numbers, but it is a numbers game. Now, here's the thing. The only problem that you might be thinking of right now, okay, is that you think you're not supposed to have any problems. Everyone has problems, okay? We're all in a little sailboat. I'm gonna end it with this. We're all in a little sailboat. And everyone thinks it's the wind that determines their life fortune. They think it's what happens to them. They think it's the bad things that happen to them that determine why they are where they are in a year from now, 2 or 5. It's not the wind. It's the set of your sail. It's the philosophy that's driving you. And we can teach you and show you how to set the right philosophy in 2015, not the right philosophy for 1965. So guys, get back with who invited you, and let's partner up. See ya.